All right, good morning from the National Weather Service in Raleigh. This is Aaron with the routine weekly briefing. We'll be covering the period from Monday, June 30th through Sunday, July 6th. Already into July, half the year done. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming weather pattern here. For the most part, we're still kind of stuck in that classic summertime pattern, continued unseasonably warm and humid, leading to some isolated or scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, very hit and miss this time of year. So if you get lucky, you get it, half an inch to inch and a half. And if you miss out, you're sticking in the dry weather for a little bit. But we'll continue that unseasonably warm, except for through the week, except for Wednesday. But heading into Tuesday, we'll have a slow-moving, very weak cold front that's expected to bring some showers and thunderstorms Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. This front will eventually stall along and to our south, so you can kind of see for the most part here in this bottom left graphic on Friday. That'll stall to our south and kind of hang out there as surface high pressure settles over central North Carolina for the holiday weekend. We may still see some very isolated, some showers, perhaps a thunderstorm or two late in the holiday weekend, but maybe along the sea breeze and closer to the mountains. So even more isolated than what we've seen in the past couple days. We're also monitoring the tropics for a low probability for some tropical development next weekend, but we'll get into that here in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the experimental heat risk. We're trying to expose you guys to this as much as possible. A lot of great research has gone into this product, so just so you guys can get an understanding of what the heat risk is like each day. So we have a moderate to major heat risk day for today and for Tuesday. So mainly along the coastal plain, but leaking into the triangle and perhaps the urban areas of the triad for today. And what that basically means is that most individuals who are sensitive to heat may experience some heat-related impacts. But where you see the red colors, that's really anyone who does not have effective cooling or adequate hydration may experience some heat-related impacts if you have extended periods of time outdoors and in the sun. So please be cognizant of that. This time of year, it's very easy to have heat-related impacts or illnesses, so always be aware of that as your body begins to acclimate. We'll have a little bit lower of a heat risk going into Wednesday, most likely just due to cloud cover and rain chances as that front moves through the area. All right, so we talked a little bit about the precipitation. So today, best chances of rain will most likely be out across the Piedmont, out into the Triad region for today in this upper left-hand graphic. A majority of our rain over the next 5 days is actually expected to come on Tuesday through Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. So you can imagine this area here in the top center kind of shifts towards the coast Wednesday morning into the afternoon with some showers and thunderstorms, most likely leading to the heavier totals closer to the coastal plain and to the sandhills just along and east of the I-95 corridor for Wednesday, but along and west of the I-95 corridor Tuesday to Tuesday night. And then Thursday, Friday, as we start to head into the holiday weekend, mostly dry. Expect maybe some isolated development along the sea breeze late in those days there. Okay, we talked a little bit about the rain. What about the flash flooding potential? Expect mostly just isolated flash flooding potential Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. So these kind of outlooks kind of go hand in hand in the center and then on the right, with the same system kind of slowly sagging south and east through our area. Mainly expect localized urban flooding. Think about the typical places that normally flood. Would be most probable where the heavy rainfall occurs. So we'll keep you updated on that if that changes. But that is the main impact for that. How about any for severe? So again, Tuesday, most likely Tuesday afternoon into the into the evening time frame will be the best chance for the severe potential. But backing up a little bit for today, typical summertime hit and miss stuff, and could lead to a rumble of thunder or two pretty much anywhere. Not really expecting any severe potential for today. Best potential for that will be Tuesday afternoon and evening, with damaging winds being the primary hazard. Okay, hinted at this a little bit, so just an overview of the tropical outlook here. We had Tropical Depression Barry made landfall along the east coast of Mexico late last night and has since dissipated. So the advisories from the National Hurricane Center have they have issued their last one for that one, so that one will fall off here. And this is kind of the area highlighted in yellow. if you can see my cursor going in a circle, for the potential area of development of some subtropical or perhaps even some tropical development. You kind of think of that front just kind of hanging down that we mentioned that passed south through our area. Some model guidance is picking up on the potential for a surface low development, which may have some sort of subtropical, tropical characteristics by this weekend, so coming up this weekend. But right now we only have it about a very low chance, 20%, so we'll continue to monitor that and update you guys accordingly, of course. All right, we'll kind of blast through this here. 8 to 14 day outlook, continued unseasonably warm, looks to be slightly favored as well as slightly favored for above normal precipitation, so more of the same. And then the experimental hazardous weather outlook here. Lots of colors, very typical of this time of the year, potential for lightning, excessive rainfall, mostly for hit and miss torrential downpours, and then the heat threat. You can kind of see the red highlighted here on Tuesday, but I'd feel today and Tuesday have a very similar heat risk, heat threat day. So unseasonably warm and humid. Just make sure you're cognizant and aware of any signs of heat-related illnesses and take action accordingly. But we most likely are going to stay below any heat advisory criteria, so we're not expecting that at this time. All right, and that is the summary here. So I have the summary graphic here, again, continuing unseasonably warm and humid with the best chances for showers and thunderstorms, perhaps a few severe on Tuesday into Wednesday morning, and the flooding potential as well associated with that. And then we mostly dry out, very isolated stuff for the holiday weekend. All right, I think that is it for me. I will go ahead and stop the briefing here, and we will see everyone on Thursday.